So this is a tutorial. I'd like to talk a little bit about Gaussian splatting. So before I start, I highly recommend you watch this tutorial made by my student Daniel. He talked about the difference between photogrammetry and Gaussian splatting. He also provided really good photos of installation made at UC, and we use that as a reference to actually create a Gaussian splatting model, and then we push that model into Unreal. So today I just want to show you super quick about the whole process, but make sure you watch this video first before you start. Okay, so first I'd like to share with you the sequence of images, okay, right here. And this image basically is a collection of I think it's roughly 80 different pictures during the Suka installation by architecture students, interior design students, I believe it's the second year. And here you can see individual video, not video, this is actually image. They are pretty high resolution, okay? So this will be the first thing you want to do if you want to do Gaussian splatting. Just make sure you take picture. This is a very high resolution. You can tell is about 5,000 by 3,000. This is a raw image, so that means it preserved all the quality without compression. So once you have all of these images, then you can using a program, this program called PostShot. You can Google, you can find it. So where you can loading these images as training material, and then you can set up the training, then you can start training. So what happens is after the training, depends on your GPU power, you are able to create a 3D model of the Gaussian splatting. It will generate all of these camera locations based on the photo. So you have this kind of a free perspective. You can see the entire 3D model after this. Okay, so this will be a part of the PostShot program. Once you have this trained, then you can export your model. You can export as a PLY file. This file can be loaded into Maya program. Unreal program, PLY. So I will show you how this looks like in PLY into Unreal. So this is Unreal 5.3. So first thing you want to do is in the plugins, you want to activate this plugin called Luma. You probably want to search in Fab. You want to download this free AI plugin. Unfortunately, this one only support 5.3 so far, so you have to using the older version of Unreal. Okay, so once you have this AI Luma AI plugin activate, then you can load in the PLY file directly into Unreal. So that is basically the file looks like. You can just drag and drop. I want to show you is once you have the file in, which is right here, you can also set up the third-person view. So here I set up the game mode as my third person, right? The robot. I also put a bunch of 3D objects in, like a fire, a chair. I believe I also have a collision objects just to prevent my character falling down. Let me just make sure I have that. Yep, I think it's somewhere here. Cube, that's probably it. Yep, so that prevent the robot to keep falling down if there's no collision. Then if I play, you are able to see the robot with the Gaussian splatting. The benefit is, as you can see, if I have very complicated structure like bamboo on the roof, it's quite difficult to do this with photogrammetry, right? Because there's millions of tiny triangles. So Gaussian is really good at to capture that highly refined detail. Even if you have something like translucency, Gaussian is able to capture that. Okay, and then you can publish the model. So that's the whole process to capture file from sequence of image into the training program using the post shot, and then export PLB file into Unreal. Then you can set up the 3D. You can see the further away from the middle, there's more noise, but it captures a pretty good way to understanding the dimensions and the distance. So highly recommend you try it. I also want to mention this Gaussian splatting model does interact with the Unreal Light, although it doesn't really cast in the shadow. So here you can see if I turn off my sunlight, then I can use my artificial light to illuminate the scene, and I can give different colors, and this view actually has a pretty well rendered effects. So here if I duplicate the current light, so maybe I will just do another light here. I give this light a little bit green color, and you can see this is being rendered in a pretty accurate way. So maybe I put the green light on the other way. So if I play, oh, I think the sunlight is still kicking in. So let me just make the directional light. So right now is off. I will just make the intensity as 0. So that's one quick way you can turn off, right? And then if I play, you should be able to see this pretty dramatic effects from the Gaussian. I think that works pretty well. Yeah, so if I go in, I can see all the bamboos. Okay, maybe I want to make another light. So W, if you're holding Alt, move. Oh, sorry, I duplicate the directional light. I just want to do the point light. So let's see, light. Yeah, so this is the point light. Holding Alt, make a duplication, and I make this light, I don't know, maybe a yellow color. So you see these three blended pretty well. If I play, I should have three lights now: purple, yellow, and also green. Okay, so think about this as a way to create your project. I think this could be really nice. You can even animate the light, so the light could fly from one point to another. But as you can see, there's no really a casted shadow from this Gaussian splatting, but it still looks really nice. Okay.